Welcome to Bedtime Horror, your portal to scary stories. This all happened some years ago when I was 14. The cruise was supposed to be all sunsets and sea breezes, but it turned into something out of a nightmare. I was soaking in the view from the boat's restaurant when I noticed this guy acting so weird. He's looking around, like he's got something on his mind. Something was not right. Then did I see him getting tossed out for causing a scene, but that's when he spotted me. Before I know it, he's got a grip on me, and his eyes are wild, like he's crazy. He pulls a knife and chaos erupts. People are screaming, and I'm stuck in the middle of this mess, feeling the cold edge of fear. The guards rush in, but they can't get too close without risking my safety. The guy's got me in his grip and is waving the knife around, yelling that he'll hurt me if anyone tries to stop him. I'm praying someone figures out a way to rescue me from this nightmare. He drags me away from the restaurant. I can feel his grip tightening, and I'm begging him to let me go. He's desperate, shouting about not wanting to get caught. The alarms are blaring, but he's always making sure I'm in the line of fire if the guards make a move. I noticed a strange look in his eyes, a mix of fear and craziness. It's like he's a ticking time bomb, and I'm the one caught up in the countdown. All I can do is hope that anyone, figures out a plan to get me out of this mess before things take an even darker turn. The crazy guy keeps dragging me through the boat's corridors, and his grip was always tight, so I had no chance to break loose. Passengers passing by did look scared and confused. I remember that I had seen this guy before, right when the cruise began. He looked off then too, like he was carrying some heavy burden. He mutters under his breath, something about debts and losing everything. The guy is on the edge, and I'm the unfortunate hostage in his desperate attempt to escape. The knife in his hand makes me scared, as I don't know what this guy is capable of. As we walk through the ship's narrow corridors, I catch glimpses of the guards, coordinating their moves. They're trying to keep their distance, to avoid escalating the situation. The guy, though, he's on high alert. His eyes look around, scanning for any sign of a threat. We stumble upon a deserted area of the ship, far from the eyes of the panicking passengers. The guy's breathing is heavy, and his grip on me tightens. He's muttering to himself, seemingly lost in a dark spiral of thoughts. I seize the moment to try and reason with him, to appeal to whatever shred of humanity might still be left. "Hey, I get it. Life can be tough," do I say cautiously, attempting to connect with this crazy guy holding me captive. "But hurting me won't make things better. Let's find a way out of this mess together." His eyes meet mine for a fleeting moment, and I see a glimmer of hesitation. But right after, he gets desperate and toughens up, shutting out any compassion. The guards, realizing the gravity of the situation, are coming closer. I can hear their hushed discussions, trying to come up with a plan that doesn't put me in further danger. The guy tightens his grip and demands a way out as the guards encircle us. He points the knife at the guards, and you can feel his desperation. In this standoff, I try to reason with him, urging a solution that doesn't end in disaster. His eyes betray a mix of fear and uncertainty, a small window of opportunity. As the guards plan their approach, a sudden announcement is heard through the ship, diverting everyone's attention. It's the distraction they need. Swiftly, they advance, aiming to disarm the desperate man without harm. The guy, surrounded, knows he's busted. He lets go of the knife, and kinda gives up. The guards grab him, and make sure I'm safe. As the adrenaline begins to ebb away, a wave of emotions hits: relief, fear, and a sense of the unexpected chaos that unfolded on this cruise. Boarding the ship, I never imagined becoming a pawn in a desperate game of survival. The resolution brings an uneasy peace, the ship slowly returning to its tranquil state, leaving me to grapple with the aftermath of this harrowing experience. 4 years ago, me and my boyfriend, Alex, hopped on a cruise. We thought we could have a romantic vacation on the sea, so we were super excited. The ship was huge, with lots of floors and rooms. As we stepped onto the ship, we could feel the adventure in the air. The ship had loads of cool places to check out, and we imagined awesome days filled with sunsets and fun activities. One day, we decided to check out a part of the ship we hadn't seen before. But guess what? I got lost. The ship was huge, and every turn I took just made things more confusing. I tried to find our way back, but it seemed like I was going in the wrong direction. As I wandered around, the usual sounds of people and the ship's buzz disappeared. It got really quiet and kinda spooky. I asked some folks for help, but they either didn't know or were too busy. The ship, once full of people, suddenly felt like a big, lonely puzzle. That's when I noticed two guys who seemed off. They had weird looks on their faces, and it felt like they were following me. I tried to walk faster to shake them off, but they kept following. They whispered things I couldn't hear, making me feel more scared. The ship, which was supposed to be a fun adventure, turned into something like a bad dream. I wished Alex was there, but he was doing his own thing, and I hadn't seen him for a while. I was alone, and getting nervous. Those guys kept getting closer. The ship's hallways, which were supposed to be cool to explore, started feeling kinda creepy. I needed help, but where was Alex when I needed him? So there I am, feeling more and more lost, and those two guys are still following me. I speed up, but they stay close, talking quietly to each other. I don't like it. I just want to find Alex and get out of this weird situation. I take another turn, and the ship gets even quieter. It's like everyone disappeared, and it's just me and those creepy guys. They start saying things that make me really uncomfortable. I feel trapped, and I don't know what to do. Suddenly, around the corner does Alex show up. I've never been so happy to see someone. I run towards him, and the two guys back off. Alex asks what's going on, and I tell him everything, that I was lost, and I tell him all about the guys that have been following me. Alex looks at me seriously and tells me to stay close. We start walking, and the guys did finally leave. It's like Alex's presence scared them away. I'm so relieved to have him by my side. As we head back to our room, I look back, and the two guys are gone. It's like they vanished into thin air. After the scary encounter with the guys, does Alex and I decide to focus on having a good time. We explored the ship, and all fun activities on the ship. The cruise, which had some weird moments, turned into a journey filled with love, laughter, and exciting discoveries. Thanks for watching, and I hope this story was to your liking.